I'm about to reveal the top 10 AI tools that are guaranteed to make you some serious cash online. Trust me guys, once you start using these incredible tools, you just won't be able to stop. The best thing about these tools is that they're all super easy to use, so there's no reason to worry if you're not a tech expert. Now I know that you guys are itching to find out what these AI tools are, so let's dive straight into it. 1 hour 1 AI. Okay, so I'm sure you guys all know how we're all hustling to make our businesses stand out in this crazy digital age. Well, I found this handy tool called R1AI, and let me tell you, it's like having a magic wand for creating killer videos. R1AI is basically your creative sidekick that whips up amazing videos in the blink of an eye. No more staring at a blank screen trying to come up with content that people actually want to watch. This AI genius takes care of it all. You just feed it a script or even just an idea, and boom, it turns out a fully fledged video that looks like it took hours to create. Here's how it works. Imagine you're running a cafe and you want to put out a promo video for your new line of specialty coffees. Instead of sweating over every frame, you scribble down a rough script, then you hand it over to R1AI, and it puts together an incredible video with shots of steamy coffee bugs, close-ups of those luscious beans, and clips of people chilling in, sipping away at your cafe, all with catchy music that fits the vibe. I used to spend hours trying to edit videos, searching for the right clips, and then trying to make everything sync with the perfect background tune. It was exhausting, and honestly, it's not my cup of tea, but with R1AI I can focus on the big picture stuff while letting the AI handle their creative nitty-gritty, and guess what? The end result is usually way better than what I used to slave over. Alright, now let's talk business benefits. This AI isn't just about saving you time, although that's a huge plus. It's about getting your message across in a way that sticks. People are drawn to videos. They're like digital magnets. With R1AI you can keep your audience engaged and make your brand memorable without breaking a sweat. But this isn't the only awesome AI tool that you need to have under your belt. I've got 6 more incredible time saving money making AI tools in store for you, so let's get into them now. 2 Send steps. Next up we have send steps, and I've gotta say it's like having a secret weapon for creating killer presentations. Send steps is basically your own personal presentation guru, but with a twist of AI magic. It takes your ideas and turns them into these super engaging human-like presentations that captivate your audience from the get-go. So here's the deal. You've got a big pitch coming up, and you want to impress the socks off your clients. Instead of sweating bullets over your slides, you just jot down your main points and ideas, then you hand them over to Send Steps, and you won't believe what happens next. It transforms your notes into this slick professional presentation that looks like you hired a team of designers. Personally, I'm not a fan of spending hours tweaking slides and stressing over design. I'm more about the big ideas and making a lasting impact, and that's when Sense Step comes in. It takes care of all the visual jazz, leaving me free to focus on delivering my message. Plus, I've noticed that these human-like presentations really hit home with the audience. It's like they're drawn into the story rather than just looking at another boring set of slides. When you're presenting a new product, pitching a project, or even just explaining your business, you need to capture people's attention. Send Steps does that like a champ. It makes your content memorable, relatable, and downright impressive. And you know what? That leads to more clients, more deals, and ultimately more cash in your pocket. 3 Postfluencer. The third tool is called Postfluencer, and let me tell you, it's like having a social media expert in your back pocket. Postfluencer is basically the best thing for creating killer LinkedIn posts. You've got ideas bubbling in your brain, but sometimes wrangling those thoughts into a catchy post can be a chore. That's where Postfluencer comes in. It takes your raw ideas and turns them into these attention-grabbing LinkedIn posts that make your professional network stop scrolling and take notice. Personally, I'm all about the big ideas and connecting with my audience, but sometimes the words just escape me. Actually writing engaging posts isn't my strong suit, and I'd rather spend my time on the meatier Aspects of my business, that's where post Fluencer comes in. It takes my ideas, sprinkles its AI fairy dust, and bam, I've got these polished posts that convey exactly what I wanted in a way that connects with people. So how does fit into the money-making puzzle? Well, think about LinkedIn. It's a goldmine for networking and connecting with potential clients or partners, but you know what's the key? Engaging posts. The more people interact with your content, the more your profile becomes a go-to hub. Postfluencer helps you craft posts that don't just go unnoticed in the sea of content, but actually stand out and drive conversations in. You know what that means, right? More connections, more opportunities, and ultimately more money flowing in for Ribble AI. Next up we have Ribble, which takes your scattered thoughts and notes and turns them into organized brilliance. Let's say you're an entrepreneur with a head full of ideas for a new project. You've got notes scribbled on napkins, voice memos on your phone, and bits of inspiration scattered all over the place. Now, instead of sifting through this chaos, you feed all your thoughts and ideas into Ribble, and it organizes them into categories, highlights key points, and even suggest connections between your ideas. Now I'm all about the big picture in making my business dreams a reality, but let's be real, I'm not the most organized person when it comes to notes. I've lost count of the times I've had a killer idea but couldn't find that important note when I needed it most. Ribble swoops in like a superhero and sorts my notes into a cohesive system, allowing me to focus on turning those ideas into actual profit-making ventures. So we know time is money, right? Imagine you're prepping for a client meeting. Instead of spending hours hunting down notes and trying to piece together a solid presentation, you simply turn to Verbal. It whips up an organized set of notes, creates a flow that makes sense, and even suggests supporting data to back up your points. Suddenly you're walking into that meeting with your A game, and clients are seeing you as the pro you truly are. 5. Splash music. The fifth tool is splash music. Let's say you've got this killer idea for a song bouncing around in your head, but maybe you're not a musical prodigy or you're just short on time. No worries, you tell Splash Music what you're envisioning, the mood, the vibe, even the instruments you're feeling in. Bam, it whips up a whole song that matches your description. I'm all about the creativity and expression part, but trust me, I'm no Mozart when it comes to making music. I used to think song creation was reserved for the musical elite, but Splash Music has proved me wrong. It takes my ideas and transforms them into actual melodies and tunes, and it's honestly pretty mind-blowing. With Splash Music you can churn out original tracks like a pro without having to go through the steep learning curve. The more you create, the more your brand gets recognized, and you know what that means. More listeners, more customers, and ultimately more or cha-ching. 6. Trimmer. Now let's talk about Trimmer. Say you've got this information-packed video, but you're worried people might bail out before they even get to the good stuff. That's where Trimmer steps in. It takes your video and uses its AI mojo to slice and dice it into shorter versions that get right to the heart of the matter. So let's face it, editing videos can be a bit of a headache. Hours spent sifting through footage, figuring out what to keep and what to chop. It's not my idea of a party. I'm all about getting to the fun stuff, the creative bits that make my videos pop. That's where Trimmer comes in, saving me time and energy while ensuring my message gets across loud and clear. In this digital age, attention is the name of the game. If your video captures attention and keeps viewers engaged, they're more likely to stick around for your call to action. Trimmed down videos are like little gems that make sure your message shines through without getting lost in the abyss of lengthy content, and you know what that leads to: more clicks, more engagement, and ultimately more conversions. 7. Foxy Apps. Last but definitely not least, we have Foxy Apps. Foxy Apps is basically your secret weapon to turn curious website visitors into full-blown clients who can't get enough of your stuff. You've got this amazing product or service, but getting people to hand over their contact details feels like pulling teeth. That's when Foxy App swoops in. It uses the power of AI to create irresistible lead magnets that practically make your visitors say, "Take my email, please." Imagine you run a fitness blog and you've got this bomb workout guide that you know your readers will adore, but hey, they're not going to just hand over their emails like candy. That's where Foxy app comes in. You set up a pop-up or a banner offering the workout guide in exchange for their email, but here's where the magic happens. Foxy app uses its AI magic to tailor the offer, maybe even suggesting a catchy headline like "Get Fit in 30 Days" as your ultimate workout guide. Suddenly visitors are all over that lead magnet. The puzzle. Foxy apps takes the guessing out of the equation with its AI-powered suggestions, helping me create offers that are so irresistible they practically beg to be clicked. Email lists are golden tickets to staying connected with potential clients. With Foxy apps, you're not just slapping together a generic offer, you're creating something that speaks directly to your audience's needs and desires. The more targeted your lead magnet is, the more likely people are to sign up, and you know what that means: a bigger email list, more engagement, and ultimately more conversions and cash in your pocket. Now, look guys, there are a ton of websites and opportunities out there to make money, and I know how overwhelming and confused losing it can get. That's why it's handy to know the best ways out there to make money, and I tested out these awesome AI tools for you so you can try them out for yourself. So hopefully this helps you out. If it does, then I'd really appreciate if you like and subscribe for more awesome tips and tricks, and I'll see you next time.